Welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Anime Review, episode number 27. This one we're reviewing the 27th episode of JoJo's Adventure, which is also the 133rd episode of the anime, Final Mission from the Boss. This one covers chapters 516 and 519. Though it doesn't cover the entirety of 519, yeah, they actually got a good chunk of the chapter for some strange reason. I don't know why. Also, this episode is noteworthy for the first full appearance, well, mostly anyways, of the first full appearance of the boss. Yes, we have Bruno's team arriving at an island that they're instructed to go there by the boss himself, and Gorno volunteers to go because he wanted to, just be nice. But Bruno's like, nope, I'll go. And he tests Gorno for one of his good luck charms, basically a tracking device. And he goes with Trish. They go inside, and it's a nice looking place. It's basically a church. And they're about to get in an elevator, and Trish gets a bit scared about meeting her father for the first time because she's never met this guy before at all. And then they get in the elevator, they hold hands, just be nice. And then she disappears. Yeah, she literally disappears, leaving only her hand behind. Yes, her hand. Which, that's interesting. Yeah, this is actually... Now, then the episode just abruptly stopped for a bit. The present day stuff, and we have a flashback. Which, yeah, Bruno was the last one to get flashback, and it's a pretty good flashback. It's not a terrible one, mind you, no. Though, in the case of this, it's a kind of similar flashback to what it was shown in Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, we're a guy where his parents get divorced and he stays with his father. Though in the case of Hunter x Hunter, the father was a complete dick. In the case of this one, the father is a very nice guy and he's a very honest fisherman. He may not have good social skills, but at least he makes a good living. Though he also apparently decides to offer trips with tourists and fishermen. Yeah, this is some tragic over this one. Yeah, his parents get divorced, and there's no explained reason of why. Yeah, the series, as far as I can tell, never delved into that, of why his parents get divorced, because, well, they just didn't want to. My guess is the writer probably just didn't care, or probably just didn't want to delve deeper into it. So, not surprising, in this flashback, the son chooses the father over the mother. Kind of like what happened on Hunter x Hunter as well. And here's kind of the thing. Staying with the father basically was a good positive with him because he knew that because Bruno was very intelligent. He suspected that his mother would do pretty well in Mulan. And she did, and she got remarried. And they mentioned that because she got remarried, she only comes by Christmas. And then pretty much after that, she's never mentioned again in the flashback. Eventually, when Bruno's father takes a couple guys out fishing, near his island apparently has no fish. He is shot 7 times, and he miraculously survives. Managed to stay in the hospital. He managed to stay alive for at least 2 years. Yeah, and during this period of time, apparently, and then while he's staying in the hospital, the people who try to kill him this time instead of with guns, using knives. And then Bruno just basically hiding underneath his father's bed, just kills both of them with a knife. Pretty dramatic fashion, too. Apparently he's preparing for this all while. As where he learned how to do the knife moves he knows how to do in this episode, completely unknown exactly where he learned how to do this. My guess is either this is probably self-taught, or somebody probably mentioned it to him, or maybe his father probably taught him how to do it when he was tying up nets. Yeah, his father basically taught him how to pair nets, basically taught him how to be a fisherman. Okay. And then, of course... Yeah, this all did with drugs. Yeah, apparently his father wins a drug deal and gets shot for it. And then he's like, okay, he doesn't trust the police anymore, so he joins. Passionate meets up with the capo, the guy who got killed off in episode 4. Yeah, he died by committing suicide. Yeah, in the most bizarre way possible. When Gorno transformed a gun into a banana. Yeah, and then the guy just shoved it into his mouth and he just basically ate a bullet. Yeah, but he had a good reason for doing that because he sent his stand to kill a janitor. Yep, for like no reason. Yep. So yeah, took a liking to him, became part of Passionate. Of course, later on he recruited all the members of Passionate. Well, all members of his team, anyways. And then we finally come back to present day. It seems like this flashback takes a good about. Seems like it takes a good chunk of this episode. It's basically majority flashback, and we cut to present day, and he just uses it to open up the elevator, goes through, tries to find, and sees the boss. You don't see his face. Yeah, he's basically, you finally kind of see him. You only see his stand, the Emperor Crimson. And eventually he meets up with Trish after basically a brief fight with him. And apparently Emperor Crimson's ability is to go into a few seconds in the future and alter it. Somehow, some way. And at the end of the episode, it's implied that the boss actually kills Bruno. Though, I highlight how that's going to be sticking. This overall, really good episode. It was thoroughly enjoyable. It's kind of odd, though, the fact that even though this is a division of 4 chapters, supposed to be, it only adapts mostly, like the first 3 chapters look like it adapted pretty much mostly the entire thing. And in the case of 519, it seems like kind of a good chunk of the chapter for like no reason at all. Maybe next week they might show it, but who knows? They might. It might be a good idea to show it. Because you hear, yeah, and here's the thing. One of the instructions the boss said, don't bring weapons or cell phones. Yeah, for some reason it's like a cell phone. I don't know why. Oh yeah, and this I thought was really interesting. Apparently, Bruno kept a cell phone in another dimension that's basically inside of his own head. Yeah, so he uses a zipper to unzip the bottom of his jaw and pulls out a cell phone. As when he put it in there, no idea. And apparently the call has been ongoing. Apparently, instead of like pressing like go, apparently this call has been ongoing the whole time. Yeah. As for why in the world had to be one member of the team and Trish member of the team, do not know. Maybe he doesn't trust everybody. Yeah. Overall, really good episode. Okay. So that's it for this particular review. I have one more video planned, and that's going to be a comic corner. That'll be next, okay? But to use next review. Bye.